Hey, what's up, guys? I chose not to record myself today because today is just one of those days where I'm just so grateful for everything. I'm just chilling at the park, just watching the beautiful water, guys, and just thinking that God is like so good. And I know sometimes we just want to give up and we just don't want to keep going because the attacks, the attacks. It's a lot. And I agree and I understand. And I just was like telling God that today, like, you just cannot give up. It gets so hard, and loving your babies, you don't want them to see you going through things. You don't want them to see you sad. You don't want to. And sometimes things is not going as planned. Nobody's life is perfect. Nobody. But I'm just so grateful for my life right now. I'm just so grateful. I don't regret anything. I don't have no regrets because if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be strong. I wouldn't have known how strong I was. I'm so grateful that God even blessed me with my babies, like bless us with our kids. Sometimes God knows that we need that love, and that love is something that keeps us going. So those babies give us that unconditional love, and they just run up to us, mommy, daddy, and they show us so much love. And they go through the things that we go through too. When we're going through the warfare, it just make me emotional. They go through it too. So we just have to be strong and keep going. And I'm just not a big fan of a lot of the things I see, whether it's on some of the social medias with the battles between the male and the female, and how the man is more this than the woman, and the woman is more this than the man. Is like, we all go through things. We both, whether it's the male or the female, your husband, your wife, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go through things. Whether she's a stay-at-home mom, being a stay-at-home mom is like the hardest job ever. And if you don't consult with God about that job and literally sit back and see what your wife does, even if your husband is a stay-at-home dad, and you don't sit back and see what this person goes through being an entrepreneur, people don't know what you go through. You know what I'm saying? And how hard it is, and how, it's just, where you should be and where you're going. And God has given you this prophecy, but you're steady pushing and you're still trying to go because you're like, I know God said this, I know God said that. I just want to share with you today, it's the little things that count. You may not see a whole lot of this and that, but it's the little things. It's seeing that child back on track. It's seeing your spouse get on track. It's seeing God bring families back together, bring marriages back together, relationships back together, parents back together with their kids, adult parents back together with their parents. It's just the little things that God does, and how we can just come to the park or just go outside and ride your bike and step outside and just look around and say, hey, this life is free. This happiness is really free. We don't have to sit around and, be sad or condemn ourselves and beat ourselves up all the time over mistakes that we made that was so long ago. Like those old thoughts will try to haunt you in your life today, telling you what you could have did, what could have happened, this should have been. If it would have been, God would have allowed it. If it was meant to be, God would have allowed it. It wasn't meant to be at that time. You weren't strong enough. You didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have fought the battle the way you're fighting it now. You weren't strong the way that God needed you to be strong in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So he picked this time. And I'm speaking to myself as well. He picked this time. It was this season right here, this time. You know what I'm saying? Where he felt like you needed the awakening. You needed to see what you were entertaining that wasn't important. You need to see the people that you were putting before God and leaving him out, even though he gave you that job. He bless you with that car. He bless you with that lifestyle. He bless you with that career. He bless you with that spouse. And you're literally putting everything before him and everything before the things that he's blessed you with, and you start moving different. You start moving too fast. Now you're not looking at the things that you're doing, and that's how you slowly slip away from him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who this is for. You got something really big coming up. Just don't forget, and this is for me too, don't forget God. Don't start moving different. Don't start, you know what I'm saying, getting beside yourself. Don't start doing things that you know that you're not supposed to be doing. There's levels to this journey. There's levels to this. And God is doing something different, and you have to make sure that you are in alignment. You got to make sure that you stay connected. You got to make sure that you stay prayed up, because that devil is sneaky. He's very sneaky, and he comes in just when you are vulnerable. You understand me? He knows what he's doing. He's watching you. He knows he has strategies. But if we stay prayed up and we stay on it, you understand me? And you covering yourself every day. You protecting your family every day. You get up with it on your mind. You're not in warfare every day, but hey, you got to get up with it on your mind. Whatever you think you got going on, devil, I bind it and I rebuke it right now. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to walk in no fear, and we're not going to be scared. We're not going to walk around with that mindset of I can't be happy because something is going to happen. I don't care if something is happening. I'm still going to walk in my purpose. I'm still going to be happy, because this journey is just like a vacation. You know what I'm saying? This is just a vacation. You got to make the best out of it. God is doing something new. He is doing something new, man. And we just got to stay in alignment. And my heart been heavy, y'all. Like, it's been really, really heavy. And I know I make the videos and I'm all smiley and stuff like that. But believe you me, I gotta go hard behind mine. I got to stump that devil every day. I got to stump him in the ground. I have to make sure that I let my family know to stump him in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So we stick together. And that's something that you teach your kids. If you didn't grow up like that, you make sure you teach those kids to stick together. We all stick together. If something's going on, we need to talk about, whether it's your spouse, your kids, you talk about it or bring it to God and keep on keeping that family together no matter what. God put y'all together for a reason. Don't break these families up. You know what I'm saying? God did this for a reason, y'all. I'm serious about this. Do not break them families up. Y'all stick together and y'all teach the kids the things that we didn't know, the things that we didn't learn. Don't buy them the things that we didn't have. Give them the knowledge that we didn't have, so they can go on and be conductive citizens in this world. Be conductive people, great people. It's nothing like seeing your kids, you know what I'm saying, seeing your kids and they are great people. They are great people. You know, so I love you guys. And I'm going to let you guys go.